going mental in the background there. Right, I'm going to see if I can get me comments. Looks like there's loads of comments so far. See if I can get it in. Top messages, all messages. Right, so I can see everything that you guys have been saying. Flick to the top. Looks like we've had a few already. Let us know. What did you think of that? I quite enjoyed it. It was a tight first half. I thought at half time you were thinking, could go either way this. Next goal, the winner. That's what it felt like. If Benfica had got it, they might have went on, but Newcastle United got it. They controlled that second half. I thought Miley and Bruno were outstanding in the second half, to be honest. I thought they really cruised through the game. It's easy to forget how young Miley is, and he just looks every bit at home in this game. But I'm talking about other players, the centre half, so decent. Trippier had a good game. Byrne was excellent in the second half after having a really tough time in the first. Nick Pope's throw, man. But however, I cannot really start talking about a match there that we've watched without really starting with Anthony Gordon. For me, that second half was as close to a 10 out of 10 performance as I've seen here in a long time. He was absolutely on fire. He was unplayable. Everything he tried, his execution in recent weeks in the Premier League and in all competitions has been lacking. But wow, everything he tried, everything he did. He drove Newcastle United on, he slowed the ball down, sped it up. You could tell from minutes in that he really fancied his chances against that fullback. And Christ, he gave him a good run around. Really did. And Harvey Barnes coming off the bench, so much talk of wingers. Anthony Elanga problems, Gordon misfiring, underperforming. It was a day for the wingers today when Harvey Barnes came on the right-hand side, which I thought was telling. Actually, I was quite surprised to see him come on the right ahead of Anthony Elanga. But he brought him on, and it was outstanding. He was outstanding. What a finish, man. Clinical finish. It looked like, has he got the pace to get in? He got in behind. Just clipped it in off the bottom of the post. After that unbelievable throw from Nick Pope. I often do wonder, should Nick Pope just throw things instead of kicking them? Me and Jordan were laughing about there. There he is, still grafting away. You see him in the background there, give you a wave. There he is, the grafter. He keeps me going anyway. Keeps me in a job. He's laughing. He does try. Right. Yeah, it was a day for the wingers. Outstanding. And how much did Newcastle need that? How much did they need that? Team that doesn't look like scoring goals, team that isn't scoring goals, to go and get 3 against some decent opposition in the top competition in Europe. They really needed that. And it's got. We hoped last time I did this live. We really hoped that it would be a starting point for them in Belgium when I did this live. Can they kick on? Can they take that as a sign to really start taking that into the Premier League form? This has to be it. Has to be it now. And we didn't see Sandro Tonali today, which I thought was the ideal scenario for Newcastle United. Ideal that they managed to see out a game against decent European opposition and not use all of their key players' ability to just give them a little rest. And I'm pretty sure we'll see him back on Saturday. Right, I'm going to jump into the comments because I'm buzzing after that. I just feel like it could be a starting point for the team, and I really hope it is. First comment today: who wins the competition? Auto, what a result. Geordie tuned for life, fantastic second half performance from the lads. No negativity about anyone from those that like to have a scapegoat. I get what you're saying, but I do think criticism's fair. And scapegoating players, critiquing or criticising players for bad performances isn't always scapegoating. And Anthony Elanga didn't really get on the pitch for very long. Just joking. Auto AG10 was on fire, he really was. 10 out of 10 from AG10. Auto, that chest and volley from Dan Byrne was pure filth. It was, wasn't it? What a strike with his left foot. Paul Featherstone, that's the real Anthony Gordon. Fantastic from the 3 that came in. Awakening from Aaron, class game. Auto was really pleased to see the lads maintain the high press at the end. Awakening its confidence, that one. They had the confidence to keep going because it was working. They need goals. If a team's scoring goals, the confidence flows. But it's not there, it's not there. But you can see it was there. 25 likes, there's 290 new guys on here. Give us a like. We'll not be on too long tonight, so give us a like. Awakening with Aaron, a couple of comments from you. Wish we were a cup player every week. Professional performance. Chris McGee, incredible. Just the fluid attacking performance we needed. Looked like we have different ways of creating chances and scoring goals. We did for once. That's right. Hopefully it builds confidence and we can kick on from that. That's exactly that's all I want to see. Auto, that assist from Pope, will have him buzzing for weeks. It really will. John, you got a second just to give us your quick thoughts on you, because I'm in the comments here and people get dull, they get a bit bored. The stewards are getting it. Are you getting it? You want to give the crowd a wave? There he is. Looks after us. He does. All right. Thoughts?
What have you said so far? I mean, Anthony Gordon probably the pick of the bunch.
Yeah. He was unplayable, wasn't he?
Yeah, second half incredible. Golden assist gets the headlines, if that's what you want to call it, but his work rate, his determination of his fullback. I've not seen Anthony Gordon take on his fullback that many times in the game before. It was just relentless. He really fancied it against that fullback, and as I say, when he's in that type form, it's an incredible watch. So you can translate that Champions League form now. That's 4 goals in the Champions League now.
Got an assist as well.
That's what I mean, yeah. And obviously he's outstanding in Union SB a couple of weeks ago. Outstanding at the day. If you can translate that form into the Premier League, Newcastle's attacking troubles might not be as troublesome.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I've got to say, do you think Harvey Barnes has maybe put himself in with a shout to start of the weekend?
Yeah, well, not as sort of, not starting United, but I thought it was quite telling that he didn't bring Anthony Langer on. It was Harvey Barnes down the right-hand side. And, yeah, you have. But yeah, 2 goals. But that's what Harvey Barnes is for me. That's the thing I would say. Harvey Barnes during his time in Newcastle, half of that spell he had probably from the cup final up until the end of the season, where he was the starter and he was making an impact. He's historically probably been an impact sub for Newcastle United, and showed that again today. But if you've got that coming off the bench and he's scoring goals, you can't have too many problems with that. But no, 2 well taken finishes by him, particularly the first one. So yeah, on a week where we're talking about the wingers not doing enough at Newcastle United, we did tonight. So hopefully, as I say, they can carry that on, because 3 Champions League games now. The 2 games have absolutely wiped the floor with the 2 teams that you'd hope would beat. Now it's about taking that confidence on and taking it to the Premier League and start climbing the Premier League table, because I touched upon the video yesterday. It's the Premier League's your bread and butter. It's brilliant winning here tonight, but they've got to go and get a result against Fulham on Saturday now, and hopefully that's given a lot of confidence to go and do it.
I'll let you go and do your work. Right, little cameo from Jordan there on the live. I don't often get many. Just got to go and speak to Eddie Howe now. Positive press conference with Eddie Howe now. Not too many questions about that performance. I thought it was outstanding. Right, I'm going back in the comments, so do add yours if you want to have your say on the Geordie Journos live tonight. Of course, I have explained previously, we've had to shut them down in the Premier League, at least for the time being. I'll let you speculate on your own thoughts on why that might be happening, but we've had to shut them down. So I thought, you know what, we'll bring it back for the regulars for the Champions League. So do stay tuned. Every Champions League game, we've got Bilbao next up at St James's Park. Then we go to Marseille. The 3 of us guys will all be in Marseille, which is outstanding. We will try and keep out of trouble, and I do urge. I heard some horror stories from people out there on the ground, and I do urge people, really, if you are going, or you know anybody in your family or your friends group who is going out there, please do urge them. It's not a laugh out there. So just stay safe. Stay away from the problematic areas. You just stick to the club code and the club advice on what they're going to do, because it's like a game to them out there. And we're not talking about a bit of a laugh and a carry on. So I do hope everybody stays safe. We're definitely going to try and stay safe. I'm not going to say where we're staying and what we're doing, of course, but we will be trying to stay safe, and I do urge everyone else to do that. Anyway, that's Dad Liam had his little say. Right, where are we at? Auto, that's just from Pope. We said that one. Paul Featherson spotted the Geordie Journos in the press box on TNT pre-match. Love it. PD Proudock fan club. Why is Miley still playing? Sorry, but leaving Tonali on the bench could have cost us. Mate, I'm not gonna criticise too much. Did you watch the same game as me? Joe Buck from the Shields Gazette. I've got somebody here saying Miley playing today could have cost Newcastle United the game. He's shaking his head violently. I think PD Proudlock, you need to have a look at the game. Watch it again, mate. That I don't often shout down people's opinions on here. I respect everybody's opinion, but that is crap. So stop it. Anyway, Auto, Tonali was ill earlier in the week. He was. Ian Moore, Miley was excellent. Tonali and Ellis. Why complain about that after a 3-0 win? Are you a lunatic? Like, seriously. Newcastle have managed to win a game against top European opposition and not had to use Tonali, and he'll be fresh for Saturday. Come on, man. Think it through before you comment. Auto, Miley needs big games to help him grow. I thought it was great today, actually. Brilliant in the second half. Paul Gribben can't name anyone who had a bad game. Otto Bourne was getting down over by those long balls in the first half. Oh, he really was. Ian Moore, he must have been on the wind-up. I don't know who we're talking about here. Where are we at? Jules, brilliant. Jules, obviously, is one of the admins for us. Says, good evening all. And I do concur with that. 350 of you guys on here. 62 likes. Come on, let's keep it up, because we like to share the algorithm so people can come and watch and enjoy the live like you do. Right, Camel number 9, so clearly looking for a reaction. All right, we're talking about this Proudlock guy. He's had a few weird comments on the videos as well. I respect your opinion, but I've had enough of that. I'm not going to accept that on here, because it is utter rubbish. Auto TBS Benfica almost scored a worldie. That one I thought it really was. We were right behind it here. Maybe you can see like the angle where we are. It looked in. I was certain it was in. Brian Keenan maybe had a few minutes in him if needed, but not 90. Geordie 2 for life. You're all going to PD Proudlock. Look, he's had an opinion. I said it's rubbish. I think it's rubbish, and that's fine. We'll move on from there. A lot of comments on that one. It's definitely sparks an opinion. Are you trying to get some engagement up there with that silly comment? Where are we at? Mark Lane. Moment for Pope to tell the grandkids. Champions League assist. It was an unbelievable one. He can throw a ball further than most people can kick it. He's unbelievable, that sort of thing. I'm going to rest my arm on here. Paul Featherstone leaving Tonali out was 100% the right call. It was, and it worked. It was the right call. I've said it all week. I said it on the video yesterday, and I meant it. Turpy, Marciano, Lee, my boy, we're winning the lot. I'd love to think so. One more will do. One more. I'll take one more. We don't have to win the lot. I'd love the lot, obviously. Awakening with Aaron. I really rate Ramsey. I thought it was quiet out today. He had a little bit of link up at times with Anthony Gordon, but I didn't think it was his most influential game. But I like what I see from him. I do. Where are we all at? Paul Featherstone were above Barcelona. I got a text from his son as well straight after the game. He's like, we are ahead of Real Madrid and Barcelona. Could not believe it. I love it. Sussman. Enjoyed the match. England, Gordon turned up. Barnes top finisher. Miley excellent. But our burn shot at the end, it was outrageous. Paul Chollerton, get in. Good to see you on the chat again, Paul. Courts animations. Eddie Howe made the perfect calls tonight. I think he did too. Awakening with Aaron was begging for that fourth. I'd love it to have gone in. Joe Linton had a little chance as well. Kenny Moore, need that from Gordon Moore. Miley was class as well. PD Proudlock again. Gordon was great. It's just I want Kraft or someone else instead of Byrne, and even put Trippier there and Chiao right back and Shaw at centre back. He's not going to mess around with it that much, unfortunately. But there we are. Ian McKenna smashed him. Auto Harvey Barnes super sub. That's his role. But he's got to be up for a shout at start on the weekend. Nat, I enjoyed Barnes on the right. I can't lie. I did too. I really did. You know what? When he's done that, did he do it last season, Joe? In the, was it the Carabao Cup? Did he play on the right at Forest at the start of the season? Sure, he did. For the first round we're in. Sure, when Barnes has played on the right, he's done all right. Like, I think he has. I haven't done it often, but it was great. 413 of you guys on here. Live is popular tonight. Jules, Liam, the Messiah under SJP lights. Can I do the Messiah thing? Do you reckon I can weird? Ooh, that looks a bit... Are you getting the same light as me? It looks a bit fireworky. I can't get any Messiah light. Can I? Ah! No, I can't get it. I don't get it. I'll try. No, I'm not really getting any, am I? I try. David Smith, hopefully we kick on from this. Nat, what a win. Momentum for Saturday, I hope so. Adam DB, great game, team choice, subs, goals, and all played very well. Now put that in league games, correct. Awakening with Aaron again, need to catalyse our season now. PD Proudlock's come back, he's defended himself. Criticism is fair, and the happy clappers don't let us say it. Criticism is fair, but you know, it's also fair to criticise what I see as bad opinions, and I think your opinion was bad. John, do you think Miley, Tonali, Bruno would work as a midfield three in the Prem? Yeah, I think it's possibly, in my opinion, I think it's possibly the best midfield three at the moment. How that works in practice, I don't know, because I like Miley as a six, but he can't play that with Tonali, so who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Waking with Aaron Murphy, fantastic again. Murphy's got to start. Don't know what his fitness is like, because he has been carrying injury, Achilles, through the start of the season, but just when he comes on the pitch, he isn't perfect. He makes mistakes, he makes bad decisions, but the lad creates things. It's got to happen. It's got to happen. Murray Hill, thoughts on signing Renan Lodi to give us back of left back? Won't happen. Ian McKenna, no. Zippy, me mate had 3-0 in a bet, and I said, you dafty. He's not answering text now. Now you're the one who looks like the dafty. John W, best I've seen this in a long time. Anthony 88, Bruno would have been class in North Shields soccer tournament. I did me cruciating North Shield Soccer Dome, so I don't have great memories of the place, being brutally honest. Padraig, do you listen to conscious hip-hop? I don't get that. This might be a joke that goes over my head. I'm not the sharpest with some of these things. Rob Dixon, how got everything right tonight? PD Proudlock again. I know I'm happy we won, but I need to be honest and say the bad things like Elanga and Byrne were awful. How can you say Elanga was awful? He was on 2 minutes. I might stop reading your comments, PD Proudlock, because you're talking crap mostly. And you're riling people up in the comments as well, but I suppose it's good for engagement, but I can't be bothered with it. Andrew DB, great to see your lives back, Mr. Kennedy. It is, it's great to do them. I love doing them, you know I do. Gray GW, Bonds to start on Saturday. I probably would. Derek Sharp, just need consistency from AG. Ian McKenna, what we on? Elanga lacks class for me, awakening with Aaron. Geordie 2 for life. Liam, constructive criticism is fine, but when it's the first words criticising the same player who's playing out of position, not through choice, is scapegoating. Why not talk about his good P? Don't know what we're talking about here. I'm not criticising anybody tonight, so it's definitely not aimed at me. Awakening with Aaron, no, Darren Cooper. That midfield looked tons better. Miley looked so mature, calm, and wanting the ball all the time. Gordon was electric tonight. Amazing game. Mark Hunter, howdy y'all from Houston. Howdy. Graham GW, trusting Miley, allowed Tonali have a good rest. Ready for Fulham. Correct. Stuart Harper, amazing game. Missed my train. We'll make do with you, Liam. Oh, you'll have to, mate. I'm gutted for you. I'm gutted for you. As long as you can use your ticket on the next one, you'll be alright. Wakening with Aaron, looks like we've found our 2 midfield rotations. Bruno, Tonali, Big Joe, then Bruno, Ramsey, Miley. Yeah. I think they've got a little bit of depth there. Envy, Mars is dangerous. I've never been. No, I don't think I ever will. I've had a few Mars balls, but never been to Mars. Ian Moore, Langa was on for 7 minutes. That's true. Claire Fennick, brilliant, but God, the ref was awful. It was that man. I was booing him when he went on the pitch. I was not happy with him. Turpy Marciano, Miley was phenomenal. Kathy Tightler, happy tune supporters in my local pub in Reading. I hope you enjoyed watching that one down there. Oktoberfest TV, greetings from Texas. We witnessed the greatest assist in Champions League history today. Pope deserves a gold medal for his discus throw, great form. Tommy Rhymes, shout out to you lads, a massive win. Was a massive win. It was absolutely brilliant. Jules says, don't forget to click the likes. Turpy Marciano, assist of the century from Pope. Turpy Marciano again, everyone was amazing tonight. We haven't played that well for a long time. Liam Commode, everyone has a good game. Sorry, I'm on your way. That's Joe Linton's family trying to come down. I'm standing that way. Danny Brown, block the moron. I think, well, I know what you're talking about. John, should Miley be getting more game time in the Prem? I feel like he could be what we need in midfield. Nicola Dolby, I'd start Tonali in place of Bruno on Saturday. Get him rested for the Cup next week. That is it. That sums it up. Nicola Dolby, you've hit the nail on the head. That's what has to happen, and I think it might. Although Bruno will just want to keep playing and playing, no doubt. Where are we at? Alan Leithhead. Sorry, apologies. Bruno inches away from his most influential game. Yeah, I thought so in the second half in particular. Andrew DB, it's not the real... Oh, wait. Tim C, great team performance, and we can't book us a place in the knockout rounds. How be the lads? Rob Bulmer, so impressed with Tiao's start with us. Powerful, fast, and love his passing. Looks a character as well to me. Still a kid as well, really. Bargain. Jamie Douglas says hi. Hello. Tony, the Toon team are back. Hello Liam, get in, rotated, it worked. Keep at it, I agree with all that, and hello to you too. Pedro Lemos, like that name. Respect Benfica, I do respect them. Quality football club. Yesterday's football club in many ways, or European Goliath, but just couldn't live when Newcastle United today. That's just the way it goes. Someone's mentioning Isak, I ain't mentioning him. Murray Hill, Byrne was getting rinsed. It was a shame if he's going to miss out on the World Cup because he ain't playing well like he was at centre back. He will be back at centre half, I would imagine, or at least in a rotation very, very soon. I don't think we're going to have the full backs out for too much longer. PD Proudlock says, I do really like Liam, so I don't want to make him annoyed. I'm not annoyed. Like, this is the thing. It's an open debate, and I can say if I don't like your opinion, you can say if you don't like my opinion. That's what I'm out here for. So don't worry about that. No worries about that. You're not offending me. CKM, Anthony Gordon, was Mbappe level. Honestly, he really was, actually. He was unbelievable. John Briggsy Ward, Gordon was top form. Paul Clark, can we do this in the PL now, please? I can't do it. I've explained earlier, I can't do it. I wish I could. Peter Kennedy, best performance of the season by a country mile. Rob Faraday, great game. Midfield worked better without Joe Linton. Tony Burns, our left back, we know that. Ian McKenna, fantastic result performance. CC, frustrated Bonds coming on as a sub. Don't be! Pedro Lemos, Benfica is big. They're massive, mate, but they got beat tonight, so that's the end of that. Paul Fellison, Leverkusen conceded 7 at home to PSG. Did the Joe?
Conceded 5. I knew they had 5.
Wow. But Napoli thrashed 6-2 by PSV. Goldfest tonight. Aye, interesting. Egarius, Dan Burns screamer would have hospitalised me. It would have. Pedro Lemos, you keep telling us to respect Benfica. I respect Benfica. The spirit of Eusebio lives long. Incredible football club. European champions multiple times. But just they're not there now, are they? They're not there now. And I love Jose Mourinho. Absolutely adore him as a manager. So, but, you know, it is what it is tonight. Pedro Lemos has just gone in a bit strong there as well. I'll not be responding to you again with language like that. Not on here. It's a family show. Until I decide to swear. ISR, excellent result, Gordon. Unbelievable. Charlotte, give us a wave, Jordan. Oh, there must be so many comments in here. I can wave on behalf of Jordan. Anyway, Taffy Mackham, still well below us in the league. You're not in the Champions League. You're not in it. Tony, 431 in the chat. There really is. There's plenty in the night. Liam Commode, who was man of the match? Anthony Gordon. Anthony Gordon 7 times over. I think we need to talk about the referee. I've done enough talking about him this week. Chad Williams, everything Baltimore does is box office. Miley showed his worth tonight from Stephen Ken. Clark Beaumont, another handsome live stream. Fantastic. Love the lads jumping on Pope after the assist. I don't know if it's a handsome one, but you get me anyway. Michael Jordan, Arsenal boom. No idea what's happening. What happened with Arsenal, Joe?
1-4-0.
1-4-0. Wow. Really? It was not 0-0 at half time?
Yeah.
They're incredible this season. Best team I've seen is St James's Park. Best team I've seen anywhere. Arsenal. For that, at least for about half an hour, 40 minutes of that first half here at St James's Park, they were absolutely unbelievable. So it does not surprise me one bit. Although it does, but it doesn't, if you know what I mean. Right. How many more can we go? Can we go any further? Oh, Shez is coming in. I've got to go past Shez, haven't I? Because I've got to go and help Jordan out and do some work. Danny Brown Murphy definitely has to start. Alanga will come good though. Stuart Harper. Gordon, Bruno, Byrne, Miley, Chow. The list, very good performance tonight. Shez. Liam, would you rather? Right, I'm going to have to read it first before I read this out. Okay, right, okay. Shez, right. Liam, would you rather be with, inverted commas, 1 elephant-sized Margot Robbie or 20 duck-sized Margot Robbies? Living it large. I'll take the elephant-sized Margot Robbie. Hey, you're so daft, man. Love it. Mosny Gaz, should Santiago Munez start next game? Yes, get him in. Mickey P. Newcastle's performance, brilliant. Gordon on fire. Murray Hill, do you agree a real backup left back is needed? Or are you happy with Byrne? The backup is Livramento. It's a sad one. It's just been quite unlucky. Where are we at? Tommy Rhymes, Eddie Howe's Black White Army. Camel number 9, what about 4-2-3-1 with Miley playing alongside Tonali with Bruno further forward? Maybe not. I think Bruno's in the middle. Got to play in the middle. Paul Clark, all the friends as mods. Pity Proudlock, sorry Liam, not mean to annoy, just feel a different opinion, just my opinion. No, I think I've addressed that, mate. No need to apologise. Shares, Les just thought I'd lighten the mood. Jack Cotter was delightful for Pope with the assist, but his feet are awful. Daniel Igo would love a bit of aggression in Miley, especially as a 6. I think that's fair. I think it'll come maybe as well. Although Jose saying we are more physical and faster and it was more than a fair result. I think so too. Peter Kennedy 4-2-3-1, exactly what we want. Where are we at? Wagner says we had 2 pens tonight. I thought this, the one in the second half, I thought was a stone wall. I don't know why it wasn't given. Jesus Maurizio, Cruel Stadium. It's alright. It's big round this end and little around them ends. But we love it all the same. Awakening with Aaron, Nick Pope Ballon d'Or. Nick Pope basketball. Wagner, the one on Bruno was outrageous. Stephen Rackham, Pope needs a war flags display, big with huge hands. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Shares Pope as the payload of passes with his hands. Thomas Tate, superb performance. Wagner, I would indeed like to rest Bruno. Keith Patterson, he's in the chat. Hello, pal, your dinner pal said we'd have a comfortable win. Stick with me, son. I will. I should listen to you more often, mate. You know your stuff. Right, and on that note, I'm going to end this 25 minutes deep. I loved it. There's 440 odd years on here. Do catch up with every minute of it if you can. Do tell your friends about the lives, the Champions League live with Liam. Do tell them, because I'm going to be here every game, and we're going to try and get as much interaction as we possibly can as well. But I can't do Premier League, unfortunately. I wish I could, but I've explained why. There are rules and regulations against that kind of thing, so fingers crossed they get relaxed as the season goes on. But for now, the lives are dead, but they're alive in the Champions League, and so on. Newcastle United, 6 points on the board. How many more will they get? I think they'll get a few more, and I think they'll go through. I hope I don't eat my words on this. Good night, God bless, from Liam of the Geordie Journos. I'll see you in a longer video very soon, so stay tuned for that. Good night.